We've got a wild hog problem here on our farm, and in this video, I'm going to show you my favorite wild hog recipe. Hey y'all, back in August, I set some snares for the first time trying to catch some pigs that were here on tearing my place up. And man, I've had bad luck. They'd trip them, you know, they'd go through the fence and the snare would close and wouldn't be no pig. Well, I came back here today. I'm going to cut up some firewood because we've got that cold weather coming. And man, I caught a pig in that snare after, let's see, this is January and I've been trying since August. So the buzzards over here, I don't know if you can see them, look here. Yeah, you can see them back in there. They thought he was going to expire, but I'm going to get a hold of him first. And if it's a sow, we're going to eat him. We're going to eat her. There it is, caught the fence right there, look at that. That's the right size, but I can't get too close because if it breaks that cable, we'll never get it. Look at that. Perfect size to eat right there. Matter of fact, it is a sow, but if it was a little boar, we'd eat it anyway. But I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that thing real quick. We'll get that thing peeled and we'll get it in the freezer and start eating on that thing. Ooh, I want y'all to look at the mess it made on that snare right there, how twisted it's got. Got that thing all around there. I may never get that unbent. See, I'd put this, it's like mule tape. I stuck it up on that tree, kind of give it a little bit of give when they pull on it. Plus it get their back feet up off the ground when they come through, so they don't just hit it hard and break it, you know, break the wire. And it's got a, right in here, it's got a swivel and all this tangled up mess. There's a swivel in there that's supposed to spin if it doesn't get wrapped around a bush. There it is. It's right here. That thing's supposed to spin if you had it out away from all the brush, which I didn't think to cut that thing. Cut all the brush down. But you can see they've been pushing underneath this fence and coming in and tearing up our blueberry patch, our weed patch right now. But they really do a lot of damage. They get around and root up the bottom of the bushes and push the bushes out of the ground and make it rough on you when you're mowing. So there's one less of them to do that now. We're gonna eat this one. That's the end of you, Porky Pig. Now the first thing I'm going to do is try to wash all the sand off this hog. They can really dull a knife in a hurry. This razor blade works really well for making cuts down the back and around the neck. I'm also going to make some cuts down the inside of the legs and down the middle of the stomach. In my opinion, wild hogs are some of the best organic meat you can get, especially when prepared well. The faster you can get the meat cut up and cooled down, the better. Man, these pork shoulders make a pot of pinto beans taste fantastic. If you'd like to see how I prepare them, just leave a comment below. One of these back straps is what we're going to be cooking at the end of this video. We got the meat all cleaned up. Now there's just one more step before we start cooking. Now I'm gonna carefully cut off all this silver membrane tendon type stuff, because I like to floss my teeth, but I don't like to do it while I'm eating. Once I get the meat in the crock pot, I'm going to add a full cup of chicken broth, two heaping teaspoons of ranch homestyle seasoning, and about 10 or 12 of these Mazetta peppers. Set the cooker on low for about 8 hours, and you might check it in there every now and then just to make sure it's got plenty of liquid in it. Once it's done, we like to pull the pork apart so that it soaks up a little more seasoning. Now we're going to mix up some mashed potatoes with some sour cream and Parmesan cheese. There's no certain amount, just whatever tastes good to you. And put that meat right over the top of it with a couple vegetables, and man, I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite wild hog recipes there is. Hope y'all enjoy.